Hi, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Today's flower essence that came up under freedom, and it's the essence of sagebrush. And at first, I found it kind of ironically funny that it came up as freedom, because where I live right now, we've just had been put down and put into lockdown again. So our freedoms are being taken away from us outside. But once I read further into what sagebrush means, it came really clear to me why this one came up and why it's so important this time. So, sagebrush helps us to clear out what we don't need anymore. It helps us to clear out all of the things that we thought we should be, all the things we've told that we should be, all of our labels, all of our possessions, all of our social recognition, our social identity, everything that we identify ourselves as what we are. It helps us clear out all of those labels and come back to the truth of who we are. And the truth of who we are is that we are all beings. We are divine beings. And when we can come back, when we face that abyss and we face that uncertainty and we face that unknown, then we can come back to that truth. And it's like our transformation or our rebirth. It's like the caterpillar and the butterfly. And I know that's used all the time. So the stage that sagebrush kind of helps with is that caterpillar letting go of everything it thought it was as a caterpillar so that it can finally grow its wings. And I think that that is a beautiful way of saying we are at a point right now in our growth as a collective that we need to let this stuff go. We need to let it go because it is not serving us. Obviously, it is not serving us. There are so many people suffering out there because they are hanging on too tightly to these perceived ideals of what they should be. And so sagebrush really helps you to let that go. Let the things go that are not the truth of who you are and come back to that basic truth. And like I said, everything in our internal is reflected in our external. And so if you've spent this time, this past year and a bit, in lockdown, coming to the fact of what's really important to you or coming to some ideas of, really, maybe I'm not the person I thought I was. Maybe I don't have to be that person. Maybe my career is not the most important thing to me. Maybe, getting the bigger house is not the most important thing to me. That is kind of what sagebrush helps us with. And so I kind of am hopeful that with this coming up, that it's a way for us to kind of clear out the last remnants of that. It's a time for us to really get clear on who we are, really get clear on what we want and what we need in life. Because I think you might be surprised if you sit with yourself and ask your higher self, you'd be surprised at the answers. So if you're kind of going through this transformation and if you're kind of feeling like you're facing something and you're not sure what it is, sagebrush can help you with that because it does help with that uncertainty, with that kind of want to go back to the old, but not really because the old's comfortable, but the new seems so much better, but it's so uncertain. Sagebrush can really help us kind of bridge that gap or bridge that abyss, bridge that uncertainty, and give us kind of that strength to move forward and really decide who we want to be. And it is our decision who we want to be in life. It is not up to anyone else to tell us who we are. And as soon as we understand that, then we can start shedding those years of programming that we have that tell us what we should and shouldn't do. And we can come back to that truth of who we are, which again, I say, we are all divine beings, and that's what we need to come back to. So I can see why sagebrush came up, and I'm speaking to you as well as to myself because obviously I still have some ties because I was triggered by the lockdown again. And so I'm going to dive deep into this, and I'm going to ask sagebrush to help me to release what no longer serves me and to help me with my rebirth. And if you are interested in this, or as always, if you are interested in a healing session, then please reach out. Please DM me. These are really uncertain times. A lot of us are going through a lot of changes that we don't totally understand. I can help you understand what's going on for you and for your journey and help you through that. So DM me if you want to bring sagebrush in. Simply write a comment and I can send you how to bring that energy in to assist you. I wish you all well and take care.